And when I read Bel Canto right after that, I kept thinking about love in context. Like, is it really love if it is like a capturing Stockholm syndrome situation? Is it love if you only love somebody for what they're doing, which I think is a line that got brought up in the book? Or is it love if you can't speak the same language and you're just like vibing off of each other? So I kept thinking about love, and then obviously the ending makes you like question that. But I kept thinking about love in context, how we determine love, and then like what types of love are more valid than the others. So that was one of the big things I got out of the book.
Play. I think it should be a play. It's cool that it's an opera. That's cool that, what was the other?
It's a movie.
A movie. It's cool that there's a movie. It really should be on a stage. I think that would, like, it's the perfect setting for it. It's kind of like Cheers. Like, the location doesn't change. It's a little more.
Kind of that slow acceptance of everybody else, and just like those little scenes, like even just the playing chess scenes of like, oh, the young boy who's like, oh, you play chess? No, I've been watching you. And we start to see that breakdown of society of the generals then starting to show compassion and develop relationships with their younger troops. Then we start to see the intermingling of the two kind of high society and the guards, and just kind of how those breakdowns of society once we're in that sort of, I guess, bubble of a hostage situation.
It feels like cilantro. Either you love it or you don't. And my theory is that I feel like you said, Ann Patchett's work tends to be character introspective and then interrelational, and then their relationships with each other. It does not move across with a plot. Like Tom Lake is the same way. And so if you like human studies and studies of relationships and people and how they evolve over time, you were really enthralled. But if you're looking for a plot that moves across space and time, it doesn't. And so this book, they were captive, but I think that's kind of how she writes too, in a way. But that's just my 2 cents.
So it didn't taste like soap to you?
No, I love Ann Patchett.
Okay.
No, it did not taste like soap to me. But that.
And so when I changed my perspective of the book, that made a little bit more sense, and I could enjoy it. If you want to know exactly what I said, obviously when the president was not at the party, but that was my point. The book was about how we live our lives, our routines, when everything around us changes, and how it changes how we see the world and how we see each other.
Like attacking, or like why were they being terrorists? What was their motivation? But then also I kind of think maybe they didn't know what their motivation was, because these were all kids that were poor from a poor country, and like maybe they were just like joining up because what else was there to do? I don't know.
That I appreciated. You have to appreciate an author for what she does or he does, and there are so many excellent lines that are just so expertly written about those kinds of experiences that I really thought so much of that book was truly amazing.
Spain and Portugal.
To also admit that Bel Canto was really one of my favorite books of all time. So now that we read this month, and I know that interview that you shared, Jeff, about the annotated version, of course, made me put that immediately on my wish list for this year, because I have a really hard time thinking of anything I would ever really want to have, and now I have to have that.